I want to say to my dear Republican friends, I know I've been really putting some stuff out there for the last few days, and I know at least 5 of those posts. It's basically truth, and God has said, I have to speak truth. And I want you to know that I love you because not all of you are racist, and not all of you are crazy, and not all of you are pushing beyond where God wants you to be. I recognize that. And I just want to tell you that I love you very much and that many of you will always be my friends. You will be my sisters. You will be my brothers. But I got to speak out because there's a punishment for me if I don't speak out. And God never will have to punish me for not speaking. It just ain't going to happen. Because if I know it's God and I'm fully convinced that it's God speaking, I'm going to say it. I don't care what you do to me. I don't care what the consequences are. I'm going to speak. And I know there are lions' dens. I know there's a lot of consequences, particularly as I'm stepping out to run for Congress. But you know what? I would rather lose telling the truth than to win lying and acting as if I don't see the Antichrist spirit that's on Trump, because it's there. And it is so deepened until it has people believing false illusions, and it has them doing things that they don't even know why they're doing it. And some of them do know. Some of them do know, because there are many people who are dark right now. They're dark. Their souls are dark and they don't want to know better. But for those who want to know better, yes, I'm going to continue to speak out. But I love you, and I want you to stay safe, because I will never forget what happened to Mary Louise Collins and some of those other ladies who stood with me. I will never forget that. And the individual that instigated all of that, unfortunately, she's going to be sentenced. Well, she's been sentenced, and she's going to be serving some time soon. And I don't relish in that. In fact, it hurts me to my heart because I think about her children. I think about her. But I'm going to tell you something. You can err on the side of wrong if you want to and continue to go along with it. But there's a penalty that you must pay. But as far as I'm concerned, you do not have to comment at all. And I know a lot of you pull me over to the side and talk to me, and you've explained to me, and I've told you, I've told some of you, don't you dare do that. Don't you dare come out speaking for me, because that jeopardizes who you are and the positions that you hold. And there are those who are boldly will do it. And like I said, I never want to see what happened to Mary Louise Collins. And, her husband worked for the local newspaper, and they didn't care about that. They didn't care. They still did her in. And so, and by the way, Mary Louise Collins was a white woman. Very sweet, and I loved her. And so, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It is okay. And in fact, I want to protect you, particularly those who mean so much to me. I love you. I love me some brothers and sisters in the Republican Party. I love me some white brothers and sisters in the Republican Party. Okay? And you're going to always be my friends. You're going to always be my sister and brothers in the Lord. And so don't think for a minute that anything that I'm saying right now that's going to put distance between us. But if it keeps you safe and it keeps you from being under attack, do what you got to do. And that's love, because I'm saying to you, do what you got to do. Now, just make sure what you do is in line with what God is telling you to do, and the wisdom that you use. And I know some of y'all feed me to the lions. That's okay. But I'm not talking about those that will feed me to the lions, because you fed me before and I've survived. You've eaten around my ankles and I survived. Because by now you all know that I'm going to do the right thing as far as what I know God is saying is the right thing. And that you ain't going to get me to move out of character when it comes to doing the right thing. I tell on myself. I call myself out. I put myself on the altar. So y'all think I'm not going to call y'all out and say things? Oh, yes. And when I see you, I'm not ready to discuss what I said on Facebook or what I said to you to anything in any other forum. I know. I love you. And so I said what I said, okay? I said what I said. And I ain't going to unsaid it. I just made up that word. I like that. I'm not going to unsaid it. Okay? So I love y'all. So put your arms around and I'm going to give you a hug. That's from me. And I'm still Jean Howard Hill. I'm still Lady J. And I still love you. And I'm going to still be a Republican. How about that? And y'all, black folks who don't understand why I'm a Republican, ain't none of your business why I'm a Republican. I mean, you know, all of us used to be Republicans at one time, and this is the call that's on my life. And if you don't get it, that's okay. That's okay too. So, but you know, most of y'all don't mess with me because you know that wherever I am, I'm gonna speak the truth and I'm gonna do what's right. And if I'm called out on it, I'm gonna say yes, I'm wrong. I have no problem saying I'm wrong and making it right. So y'all know that. So I just want to thank all of you who have encouraged me and who have even told me, you know, when you run, we're going to campaign with you. And ain't cared a nothing about a nothing that, you know, that y'all know I came into the Republican Party in 1970. I think it was around 1970 something. Y'all know that. And so, so I just wanted to let y'all know that I love you and I appreciate you, but don't lose your soul. My white Republican sisters and brothers, do not lose your soul over Trump, because Trump ain't worth it. Now, I'm getting serious now because this is the message God wants you to know. Because she's going to judge you along with Trump. If you uphold him in his wrong, he's going to judge you. If you uphold anybody else in their wrong, God's going to judge you. Because we all know that if Trump's color was a little bit different, things would be different.